Yo, don't just sit and think about all these things that you could do and don't apply the things that you're just telling yourself to do. And don't apply them. Don't take action on them. Don't just think about them. Like, think about it. So thinking about these things that you want to do, that you want to achieve, won't do shit. I'm telling you, just think about it. So thinking about it won't do shit. You know what will? You know, of course you know. Taking action will. So don't be afraid to take action on the things, on the goals that you set yourself to. On the things that you told yourself that, I'm gonna do it sometime in the future. Like, I'm gonna read this book. I'm gonna open a YouTube channel. I'm gonna start a business. All these things, you're telling yourself, you're just thinking about them. But are you actually taking steps to achieve them? Are you? Many of us don't. I found that so many of us just doesn't take action on the things that you tell yourself that we would do sometime in the future. No. I'm telling you, you must do these things now. And grow a pair of balls and don't be afraid to fail. The school system told us that failure is bad. When you fail, you get a bad grade and your parents are mad at you and the teachers are mad at you, and it just teaches you that failure is fucking bad. But think about it. What is the best way, like the singular best way to learn about something? What is the best way? It's making a mistake. Making mistake and recorrecting it. This is the best way to learn. We learn from our mistakes, and you know that. If you made some mistake in the past, you know how easy it was to not make the same mistake once again. Because it just had so much affection on you, that one mistake. But opposite to that, if you didn't fail at all, you wouldn't know that this thing is so important. And you wouldn't learn as much from it. You can hear about all these things, but you learn from your failures. So failing isn't necessarily bad. Of course, it would be perfect if we didn't fail at all, and if we always had this linear path to our success, or exponential path to our success, which is probably more accurate, because at the beginning you have no growth, and then a little big spike. I'm still waiting for that big spike, by the way. But it would be very beautiful if life was just linear or like a vertical line. It would be perfect, right? Without any of these mistakes. But life isn't that way. So I want you to just realize that failures are not necessarily bad, because they are the things, because the failures are something that teaches us so freaking much, that allows us to grow. If we can handle our failures well, we will succeed, like we must succeed, I would say. If you fail and you just take notes of what things you've done wrong and you recorrect them, you make little tweaks, and you try once again, and once again, and once again, until you succeed. But succeeding in the things that you told yourself to do it's just gonna change your whole life. Like, I'm telling you, this isn't some unnecessary exam. This isn't like getting a good grade on some bullshit exam. No. If you succeed in one of these things, your life is gonna change. You're gonna be like irresistible. You're not gonna have to work a day in your life again. Or you're gonna be finally independent. And you're gonna be free from all this bullshit system. If you succeed in one of these things that were just thoughts in your mind that you would do someday, if you succeed in one of these big things, you are not gonna have to work a day in your life in some bullshit ass cubicle for 12 hours a day or from 9 to 5, working as little as you can because it doesn't matter if you work much or little, just so you're not fired. Does this sound like a dream for you? Because for me, it's like my biggest nightmare. Like my biggest fear is to wake up one day, like in a dark cubicle. It's dark outside. I'm still at work, and like I'm so exhausted. And I just think to myself, I just wasted my whole potential and my whole life. Like, what have I done for the past decade? This miserable fat, in darkness, in misery, in sadness. Knowing that I have wasted my time and my potential. This is something that I fear the most. Among all the things that I could fear, this is something that I fear the most. This is something that touches me so freaking deeply that you don't even know. And this video is for you to get out of that path. Because if you're just thinking about something, you're on the path to that dark cubicle. And this video is for you to just redirect yourself from that fucking path. This video is for you to stop heading that path of misery in the cubicle, thinking, just realizing that you've lost your life, that you've wasted decades of your life. So instead of thinking about something like a biggest bitch, take fucking action and don't be afraid to do that. Because the biggest failure and the worst thing that can happen, like objectively, is you ending up in that fucking cubicle. So get out of that path. Redirect. Take the fucking action. Whether it's business, whether it's recording on YouTube, whatever it is, just do it and don't be afraid to do that. Just don't be afraid. Because I'm telling you, the scariest thing that can happen on this path is 100, like 1000, like infinitely less scary and infinitely less bad than the way that you will feel and the way that you will be if you don't change anything and if you still head this path that leads to absolutely fucking nowhere, or maybe even more than nowhere. It's like in movies, these trains are heading towards a cliff. Like there are rails, and suddenly there's a huge drop, like sudden huge drop. And this is what we are all heading if we don't take action. But there is a lever which you can pull that will redirect the rails towards the path, and then there's a bridge to the other side. And it might be scary to go over that wooden bridge. You don't know if that wooden bridge is gonna break. You don't know what really leads through that path which you could take. But if you don't pull this lever, you're gonna surely, like with 100% certainty, end up in that cliff, just falling off. So why don't you just grab that fucking lever and pull it, redirect these rails, and see what fucking happens? Because I'm telling you, you are not gonna end up in that cliff with blood of so many people just splattered on the ground, including yours. Don't take that path of I'm not taking action. No, you must fucking take action. Like, you can see how much I want you to do it. Like, it literally, like, I don't know what to say, but stop fucking waiting for that moment, because you're gonna go forward on the trails and Just hope and pray that you won't miss that lever. Because once you miss that lever, there is no going back. The train is not gonna stop. So, I'm telling you, you are getting very close to that lever. And I want you to just grab it now and pull it. And don't wait until it's too late. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Tell me in the comments your questions. Subscribe and like the video if you found it helpful. And like it because you might help somebody else. Because this message is like super important. And I can't comprehend how many men need to hear this. So please do me a favor and do them a favor and like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching and see you guys till next time.